Hey Bamma Nation, we're out here in Rancho Cucamonga at Millennium MMA, trying to get an interview with Chris Culley, see how training's going with him. Let's go. Hey Bamma Nation, we're here at Millennium MMA, getting ready for Badbeat 8, interviewing with Chris Culley, going up against Steve Magdaleno. You know, I talked to Steve yesterday. His training's going well. How's training going for you?
Training's going great. This is probably like the hardest, and it's probably like the longest training camp I had. You're supposed to fight in January. It got pushed back, so actually it was like a blessing in disguise. We got to study a little bit more, work on my weaknesses, add some more strength, and I'm loving camp right now.
And going into this fight, you're coming off of a 2-win victory with us, and you're going in the cage for a third time. Does that add any more pressure to your training?
Yeah, I don't want to stop the momentum. I mean, Magdaleno is probably the toughest person besides myself and Bamma, I feel. And I think this is a fight to see who's the king of the division. And I don't want to lose. I'm not going to lose. So.
Well, going into this, you know, there's a lot of stuff going around. Dream Killer, Steve The Dream. How are you sleeping at night?
I'm not sleeping at night because I think his nickname is real. Around 2 o'clock last night, I woke up elbowing the pillow. So Steve, stay out my dreams, man. It's not fair. Let me get a full night's sleep, man. Okay? No, but I got the Dream Killer nickname off Twitter. The guys after the Vince fight, he said some things about dreaming he was gonna beat me up, and so.
And you just happened to get matched up with Steve The Dream Magdaleno.
Exactly. Yeah. And so I don't know. Maybe it's the stars aligning at the right time.
Well, speaking of nicknames, and you actually have the name Urban Legend. Where does that come from?
Well, I've been doing kickboxing since I was like around 16, and like we used to take like smoker fights and like low down dirty garage fights, and it was kickboxing, but I'd be fighting older guys, and so then I'd win, and they'd be like, he's only 16, or he's only 17. I'd be fighting like 28-year-old, 30-year-old dudes, and I wasn't old enough to compete, so I used my brother's ID card, and then that's how I kind of got the nickname Urban Legend, and just stuck. So
they weren't really sure who you were, where you came from, you just kind of came out of the woodwork.
And I had to keep my identity hidden because if my mom found out, and I would have got a whooping, that would have been some serious stuff. My mom has a mean right hook. Serious.
Is that where you get your right hook from?
Yeah, she's southpaw as well. Really, really heavy with the elbows, too. Yeah.
Well, it seems like you've got some training from your mom, but who else are you training with right now?
Right now, I'm training at Millennium MMA with Romero and Batiste Masseri. A lot of rounds with like Georgie Caracallion, Daryl Montague, Willie Gates, Jake Jung, Victorville at the Bullet Hole Muay Thai Academy. My coach Craig is just adding a lot of weapons to my game. So Craig Buchanan out there, really good coach.
And going into this fight, what do you think your advantage is going to be going in?
I feel my advantage is, of course, kickboxing. I feel like, I'm not saying he doesn't have good kickboxing, but I just feel like striking. I'm miles ahead of a lot of guys in my division. That's why they retort to like hugging me. I call it man hugging. But I think my my timing and my striking is always better than my opposition. It's just putting it together, which I'm finally doing.
And now, what can your fans expect fight night? Is it gonna be you're gonna test them out at first, or are you just gonna go in hard?
A guy like Magdaleno, he's tough all the way around. So of course I want to take my time, fill him out, and I don't want to be too anxious. I'm gonna wait for the shots to come. When they come, they're gonna come.
Apparently he needs to watch it in his dreams. I think you're going to start giving him nightmares.
Hopefully. I hope I'm in your dreams, Steve, because, you know, last night was hard, man. I thought I had a paranormal activity moment in my house. Woke up elbow on the pillow because I can't get you out of my head. So it's going to be an honor to actually step in the cage with him.
And now you just need a dream catcher above your bed.
Yeah, it's a dream catcher and some Tylenol PM, apparently.
Now, we touched on the fact that this is going to be your third fight with us. You've been with us for about a year now. How has that relation grown? And because I know you tried to get on the card a couple years ago.
Yeah, when Badbeat first hit the scene, man, or when I first heard of him, I wanted on. They had like, you know, Vince was on it, Chad George, other guys who I like watching fight or I wanted to fight. And I was like, man, I want to be a part of this card because it seemed like higher echelon than like the shows I was on.
Yeah, the higher caliber fights. Yeah,
they were actually really good matchups, and I think the matchups at Badbeat are better for your career. Because instead of going there fighting a bum, you got two warriors, top of their game, or one top, one coming back, like my story, or you know, up and comer versus the veteran. Those are the storylines I think the fans get behind. And I saw it, and I was like, man, I want to be a part. I hit up Brett, and he was like, yeah, I'll get back to you. He never did. And so I was like, nah, bump that. I'm gonna get on this card. And so I kept hitting him up, and then finally we came to a deal. He accepted me, and it's been great, man. I love it. I mean, the promoter comes and talks to me. I talk to him every now and then. He's honest. He's been real truthful about contracts, matchups, no smoke up my ass. He's just been straightforward, and that's all I asked for.
And then win or lose with this fight, where do you see yourself going?
Well, hopefully with a win, man. I want whoever's tougher than Magdaleno. I want to fight the best. I want to sit in Bamma for a while and let these new guys come up and let me spank their asses. I don't want to go anywhere. I like the feeling of fighting in an organization where I feel at home, and I want to put my stake in Bamma. I want to scare every 145-pounder out there, so they know when it's Urban Legend time, bring your diapers.
You're gonna get them fixed.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was just kind of curious about it because, you know, you've been consistent with us, especially this past year. Been victorious.
Yeah.
Third time. We just, you know, we wish you the best, win or lose with this fight and whatever you want to overcome after this.
Yeah. I don't plan on going anywhere for a while. I like Bamma, and I'll probably want to be on Badbeat 16, punching some 45er in the face, maybe
All right,
35er. Who knows? So.
All right. All joking aside, media attention. How has that been affecting you?
You know, it kind of distracts away from training a little bit because, you know, I have to make sure I'm on point earlier than I usually am.
Mm-hmm.
I like to stroll in the gym. My pajamas usually like around 12. You guys have me here like around 11-ish. But yeah, I like it though. It's a chance for my fans to actually, you know, hear from me behind the scenes. And
get to know you.
Get to know me, and it's cool. I mean, they get to get behind me. A lot of people hit me up because they've seen my fights, and that's something I never had before. Fighting at other organizations, and now, you know, we get media coverage, interviews, and stuff like that. It just makes me feel like I'm doing something, so I like it.
And for those who don't actually know your handles for Twitter or Facebook, what are those so people can follow you now?
For both Urban Legend 145, and that's me, Urban Legend 145, Instagram and Twitter and Facebook, Chris Culley.
All right, so then more people can follow you, get to know your story, getting ready for this fight.
Yes, follow me, but just don't be like too freaky because my girlfriend will stab everybody in the neck with a knife.
She also knows about the right hook from his mom. So.
Yeah, she beat my mom one time in arm wrestling, like over the top. So, careful.
I'll give you an extra.
I'm saying, it's dangerous stuff. All this hot chocolate.
All this hot chocolate. This guy, whether you're watching him as a fighter, get to know him as a comedian, because apparently, you know, if this doesn't work out, you got something in comedy. Is there any sponsors, family, friends you want to give a shout out to for this fight?
Of course, I want to give a shout out to everybody in the High Desert 760, my teammates Millennium MMA, Bula Ho Muay Thai, Creative Minds and Visions Clothing for hooking me up, and Breakable Mouth Guards, and Angel Rock and Sand.
All right, well, best of luck with training. We'll see you again come weigh-ins,
Yes,
and then hopefully afterwards with the post-interview.
Cool.
All right, here at Millennia MMA, talking with Chris Culley, getting ready for Badbeat 8, come March 15th, Commerce Casino.
Badbeat 8, March 15th. Come watch the Urban Legend do his thing.